Welcome to the She Rises Collective podcast, a permission slip, a portal, and a hug all in one. A sacred space where stories soften us, truth unearths us, and sisterhood waters what's been waiting to grow. I'm Sonia Welch, wife and mama to a whole bunch of kids, certified trauma-informed life and transformation coach, entrepreneur, storyteller, heart and soul-driven woman walking life right alongside you. This is where we talk about the real stuff. Motherhood, relationships, money, career, business, healing and reinvention, sisterhood, the day-to-day, becoming the woman you know you're meant to be, and everything in between. Nothing is off limits here. We alchemize struggle into strength, pain into purpose, and we rise together. Raw, honest, wildly empowered. As the artist of our lives, let's take the raw materials of life and make freaking art, because you can be a masterpiece and a work of art at the same time. And if there's one thing I want you to know, it's this. No matter your past or your present, your future can be wildly beautiful, and you deserve a life that makes your soul scream, yes, more, please. If you're here, it's not by accident, you were led. And this space was created for you because this isn't just a podcast, it's a movement. A sacred soul-led space to come together, connect and laugh in a space that is real and raw, encompassing the complexities and dynamics of life, hand in hand, growing and rising together. This is the She Rises Collective podcast. Welcome home. Hello, beautiful soul. In this first episode, you will get to know me a little, and I have a feeling that in doing so, you may be able to relate to some things, and it will be a beautiful induction into this movement together. A few quick facts about me. I'm 43. I've been married to my husband for 11 years. We both had 2 children when we got married from previous relationships, and we have 3 together. The oldest child is 20, and the youngest is 2. Yep, you heard that right. We homeschool, we are entrepreneurs, we own a coffee shop in Glendale, Arizona, right outside of Phoenix, but we recently moved to Southern California, a dream come true for us. I'm in absolute heaven here. I'm dynamic, I'm complex, I own who I am, all parts of me. I have died and reinvented myself many times, and right here, right now, this is my absolute favorite version of me. I have fought like hell to become her, and I fiercely protect her. I'm happy, I'm silly, I'm bold, I'm edgy, I'm soft, I'm loud, I'm quiet. Some days I'm the woman who wants to rise and roar, blazing with fire, dripping with confidence, taking up space like I was born to lead. I make big moves, I love my big visions, I make fast decisions, and I feel unstoppable because I know I am. And other days, I want to move slow. I crave depth and softness. I'm soaking in long pauses, rich conversation, and soul whispers speaking in poetry, crying in sunsets, and finding divine in the quiet. And some days, I want to be wild, free, playful, silly, the girl who belly laughs out loud, who dances in the kitchen and makes jokes at her own expense. The one who lives for spontaneous road trips and late night beach strolls and blasting music with the windows down just because it feels good. The version of me who is magnetic in her joy, untamed in her freedom, light in her spirit, unapologetically playful, all of her is me, because this is the multidimensional magic of being a woman. We hold oceans, we hold storms, we can birth worlds and hold hands. We can slay and surrender. We are allowed to be everything. Fierce and feminine, wild and wise, bold and soft, rising and resting, roaring and remembering, because this isn't a contradiction, it's our superpower. We are the whole damn spectrum, and we were never meant to choose just one part of ourselves to be. So let this be your reminder. You get to be all of you, and the world is better for it. Give yourself permission to be her, all of you, unapologetically. This is the energy here, where you do not have to shrink, split, hide, or simplify who you are. We honor our wholeness. We rise and we roar together. Being a woman is a sacred superpower to be honored, valued, respected, and cherished, because I know pain. I know joy. I know reinvention. And now, story time. I'll never forget the most recent season of unraveling to become this version of me that I am right now. I was 40 years old with a newborn in my arms, a toddler wrapped around my legs, a 4-year-old needing me to show up with joy that I could no longer find, and teenagers I was homeschooling while holding all the pieces together. And I remember one day, hiding in my closet, the only place I could find a sliver of silence, head in my hands, heart in my throat, wondering, how did I get here? Whispering, this can't be it. Just a few years before, life felt really full. We had a home we built and loved. My husband had a job he was obsessed with, steady, fulfilling, and a source of pride for him. There was peace, simplicity, joy, freedom, fun. But then the spiral began and life unraveled. Co-parenting dynamics that drained us, health issues we never saw coming, a pandemic that took my husband's 17-year career overnight, a house we loved sold, a new business that felt like survival, not sovereignty, 3 babies back to back, while having older children. My soul was quietly unraveling. And for the first time in my life, I couldn't bounce back. I couldn't find the silver lining. I wasn't the strong one anymore. I didn't recognize the woman in the mirror. The I've got this woman that I had always been was not staring back at me. She was gone. It was like I had disappeared. Beneath the weight of motherhood, disappointments, expectations, grief, stress, and shame for even feeling it. I was in full-blown survival mode that felt impossible to escape. My body had literally and chemically become addicted to the hormones of stress, and I knew it was going to take serious intention to find my way out of it. I met a friend for coffee one day, and mid-conversation, she looked at me and gently said, "You seem depressed." I froze, not because I was offended, but because she wasn't wrong. I wasn't depressed, but I was living in survival mode. I was living in fight or flight mode. So many things had went wrong that for the first time, I started to lose hope, and just making it through the day became the standard. But that comment, it cracked something open in me. It was a mirror I didn't ask for, but that I desperately needed. After that, I drew a line in the sand. I knew I had 2 choices: keep surviving or take my power back. That's when everything shifted. I started saying yes to myself. Yes to healing, yes to figuring out how to heal, how to grow, how to find my spark and joy again, how to simplify my life, how to take my mind back, how to take my power back, how to step into the version of me that was buried underneath the weight of it all. I said yes to mentorship. Yes to getting into rooms where I felt seen and was supported. Yes to remembering who the hell I am. I began to rise, and that journey led me here, to my purpose, to my calling, to becoming a life coach, because I couldn't not share what I've learned. The beautiful, wild journey of self-discovery, healing, expansion, self-mastery, and radical joy. I figured out the inner work that works. I now live in radical joy, not because life is perfect, but because I remembered how to live again. We manifested a solid, reliable team at our coffee shop so we can be hands off now. We moved to California, near the beach, on land. Every detail of our house is just like I journaled about. I got certified by the largest global transformation platform. And most importantly, I feel more alive, more free, and more empowered and aligned than I ever have before. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm helping women rise, reclaim, become. And that's why this podcast exists. Not because I've mastered it all, but because I've lived it. And I know what it's like to feel unseen in the middle of your becoming, to crave joy, connection, and meaning and not know where to begin. I'm not teaching from a pedestal, but I sit beside you to talk about the moments we don't post on Instagram and to remind you that no matter what season you're in, you are not alone, you are not behind, and you are never too far gone to bloom again. And I want that for you. This is our space to speak truth, to rise together, to make room for softness and fire, to come home to ourselves and to each other, because I know the power of a woman who remembers who she is. And we expand that power by coming together and rising together in love, community, support, and deciding to be the rebels that make joy familiar again. And by doing so, the world becomes a better place. And your story's not over. It's just getting good. So welcome to the She Rises Collective. Buckle up. We're going on an upward spiral. Here are 6 powerful takeaways that you can take into your week ahead. Number 1, even the strongest woman can lose themselves, and that doesn't make us weak. Burnout, grief, living in survival seasons happen, even to the most resilient, but it's never too late to create a powerful comeback story and to take the lessons and the growth forward. Number 2, wake-up calls often come quietly and painfully. Growth often begins one honest reflection at a time, and it's this sacred journey that leads to your comeback one step at a time. Number 3, you don't need to wait until you break to begin again. We always have a choice. At any given moment, we can draw a line in the sand and choose to write a new story. There's so much power in deciding to rise, even before everything feels figured out. When you shift into a conscious reclamation, you begin to take your power back, and that is what changes everything. Number 4, we're not meant to do this alone. Isolation is lonely and hard, and there is so much power in community, sisterhood, and mentorship. Safe spaces aren't luxuries, they're lifelines for women in their becoming. Number 5, reinvention isn't selfish, it's sacred. Taking your power back, saying yes to yourself and your needs, it isn't selfish, it's necessary. Remembering who you are is the greatest comeback story you'll ever write. The journey back home to you is sacred. And when we travel this journey, it's not just about us, but it's a permission slip to other women, and that's power. The ripple effect impact heals the world one by one for generations to come. And it has a ripple effect impact overflowing into everyone and everything around us. Number 6, the messy middle is where the magic lives. Having it all together isn't the goal. It's about getting back up. That's the real power. Showing up in the middle, letting it be messy, and choosing to move forward anyway. Thank you so much for tuning in to this short episode today and spending your valuable time connecting with me and getting to know me. I am so excited for where this space is headed and what we can co-create here together. This is where we rise. This is where we roar. And this is where you'll begin to remember who you really are. We'll be exploring all the things here: motherhood, womanhood, marriage, friendship, money, healing, grief, identity, joy, expansion, business, all the things in between, the day-to-day. These episodes will bring a little light, a little love, a little laughter, and empowerment into your world. If this episode moved you, inspired you, reminded you of your power, or you just plain enjoyed it, please take a second to share it with a friend or leave a review. Your voice helps this show reach more women who are ready to rise. If you're craving deeper support, real conversations, and want to explore working together, head to SoniaWelch.com or stay connected with me on my social media, Instagram and Facebook. I'd truly love to hear what's landing for you. My coaching work is about the sacred journey of rising, becoming, and expansion into the most beautiful version of you. It's the synergy of mind, heart, soul, and body work that we do in my world that creates a vortex of deep self-remembrance, unlocking your fullest potential, the kind that births lasting transformation and activates the truth of who you are. It's a recalibration of who you are at your core. It's a deep initiation into your power, your purpose, and your potential. You are the artist of your life. You are allowed to rewrite the story. You are worthy of more joy, more peace, and more soul-screaming yes moments than you've ever allowed yourself to believe are even possible. Until next time, keep rising, keep becoming, and don't forget, joy is rebellion, and you are here to make it roar. You are loved and you are supported here.